Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Slightly Warped podcast. And I am Rick, joined as always by Big Show. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Um, got a couple things to get through today. It is a true crime Thursday. We're talking about a bizarre case today. But before we get to that, I really do want to go over this wacky NFL season that's only 3 weeks old. Knock that out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and start us with how we did with our picks the previous week.
Oh
Let
yeah, I
me,
was curious how that went.
yeah, let me pull that up so all the kids at home can see this. Um, like I all of a sudden forgot how to share the damn screen. There we go. All right, here's where we're at. Disregard the 23-9 because I haven't retallied for week three, but it looks like I lost one, two, three, four, 5 games. Big Show,
I
you
lost seven.
lost one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah. So you're still hot on my heels. Bills win as expected. It shouldn't even been that close. The Packer game, did any of us see that coming?
Well, I mean, it was a trap game for them since they're going into Dallas this week. But
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't see that.
The Colts continue to roll. Interesting. The Vikings actually played to their potential. The Bengals did not. The Steelers, I'm just going to say survived New England. What was it, 21-14 or something like that?
Yeah, it was close.
The Eagles are the recipient of the ball bouncing their way. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Mm, yes and no.
The Buccaneers are playing tough. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Baker Mayfield in Tampa. The Commanders, I figured they'd beat my squad. My squad is not ready for football season yet. Um, Pete Carroll's got a young team. He's got a long ways to go. The Falcons, that one surprised us. They didn't even score. I don't even have trust in that team anymore. Uh, I thought the Texans were going to get on the right side of the fence. They did not. You were right. The Jags basically handled business. Seahawks did what we expected them to do. The Cowboys, that was another one, trapdoor game. They are looking ahead, and the Bears are like, well, let us take advantage of this. And they did. And if I'm correct, didn't they lose CD Lamb as well?
In the game, yes. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's out for the next week or something.
Oh, okay. We went with the Chiefs because we knew they were eventually going to bounce back, and they did. It took them 2.5 quarters to settle in, but they're finally, I'm going to say, for lack of a better word, back. Uh, Ravens, we both went with them, and I don't know about you. I went with that when in doubt, go with the home team. Yeah, that I'm scratching my head now because the Lions, it was close for a minute, but it just seems like the last couple weeks when Derrick Henry fumbles, it just takes the wind out of the entire team's sails.
Yeah, I mean, but that game stayed close the entire game. It was what, 31-38,
Yeah,
38-30, something like that. Yeah, so
38-30.
it was close the entire game. And he fumbled in the fourth quarter, but that's three fumbles in three consecutive games. Hopefully, he'll make it four this week.
That's right. That brings me to the. Oh, I don't want that one. I want week four. We're going to put our picks in. I don't have a graphic for that. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, because my electronic equipment is acting up. But in post production, it will be there. All right. So the Thursday night game's kind of crappy. Seahawks at the Cardinals. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Same.
All right, and then Sunday 8:30 a.m. because this game, I believe, is in Italy. Is that correct?
It's one of those. It's
Yeah.
one of those over there.
This is the Vikings at the Steelers. I'm gonna go with the Vikings simply because they showed that they can score on offense when they really want to. I'm hoping they keep that trend up.
Yeah, but didn't they play the Bengals?
The Bengals don't sleep on the Bengals defense. It's their offense that's starting to suck.
Their defense has sucked the last 4 years. The Bengals defense is sorry. It's trash. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Steelers because I think that Vikings win was a fluke.
Okay. Okay. You know what? You know what? I haven't done this all year, but I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna take the Steelers as well because I think I feel you on that. And that Steelers defense is too good. I'm scared of what Aaron Rodgers will or will not do, but I'm going to trust the Steelers defense. All right, Sunday at noon, Commanders at the Falcons. Hell, the Falcons can't even score. I'm going with Washington.
Where's it at?
It's in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Commanders.
All right, Saints at the Bills. G. Yeah, I'm going Buffalo all the way.
Upset alert. Upset alert. Bills.
um, Browns at the Lions. Those sneaky Browns. Yeah, they're not going to do it this time.
Lions.
Lions.
Although I think it'll be a closer game.
Oh yeah, probably so. Uh, the Patriots at the. I mean, I'm sorry, the Panthers at the Patriots. This is the
I'm
toilet
going with
bowl.
the I'm going with the Patriots again, brother.
I think I'm going to go with them too because I think they're just that much stronger than the Panthers.
They're just a feisty team. I like them.
And you know, pretty soon he's going to get them, scrapping in these games. So, Chargers at the Giants. I'm going with the Chargers. I can't see any
Yeah.
reason.
Although I'm waiting for the Chargers to turn back into pumpkins.
The Chargers will charger it up at some point. Rest assured. Uh, Eagles at the Buccaneers. This game is going to be closer than I think, but I think the Eagles will pull it out.
This is where we're gonna separate. I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Okay.
You said it's in Tampa, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, them Bucks are feisty, man. I
They
that
are.
Baker Mayfield is playing his ass off.
I don't disagree with that.
Because I believe if that game last week was in LA, the Rams would have won
Yeah,
against the Eagles.
yeah. Now the Titans and the Texans, toilet bowl too.
Oh
Um,
man.
I'm gonna go with the Texans because I think for the last couple weeks they just couldn't get out of their own way. They finally put a decent couple of drives together in this game. I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah, somebody's got to win this one. So yeah, Texans.
All right. The 3 o'clock games. Indiana Jones and the Colts are going to be at the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. Colts are going to hit their first loss of the year.
Mm. Let me come back to that one.
Okay. Jaguars at the 49ers. I'm going with the 49ers.
Yes, 49ers.
Um, the Ravens at the Chiefs. Did you know that Baltimore's still a favorite in this? It's in
No way.
Arrowhead. Uh,
No way. They're not favored.
um, Slight favorite. I don't know what the line is on it, but here's my thing. All right, wait, table that. We'll come back to that one too because I just can't.
I'm
Not
looking
yet.
up to see. I'm looking up to see what they're. Go ahead.
All right,
You go to the next one.
toilet bowl part 3. Bears at the Raiders.
I'll be damned. They are favored by 2.5. I'm gonna go with Bears.
I, I, I gotta agree with you. I hate to say this about my squad, but they're not ready. They're not ready. I'm going with the Bears as well. Packers at the Cowboys. I'm going with the Pack.
Yeah, it ought to be a fun one. But yeah, I gotta go with the Packers.
Jets at the Dolphins. Toilet Bowl Part 4. Dolphins got to get off the mat sooner or later. If they can't beat the Jets, then there's a problem. Although the Jets play a hell of a first half, it all falls apart for them in the second half of these games. They really should have beat the Steelers a couple weeks ago.
Well, with these two games on Monday night, if you have any plans on Monday night, don't cancel them because these games suck.
True. I'm going to go with the Dolphins, though.
Yeah, they play Buffalo pretty good, and they're division rivals. Jets is a division rival with Dolphins. It's at home. I think Dolphins get their first win.
Yeah. And that final game on Monday night, the Bengals are at the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to get back in the W column.
This one's a weird game for me. We've only disagreed on one game so far, right?
So far, but we got two that we need to get back to.
Yeah, Broncos.
Okay. All right. Let's circle on back. Which one did we miss the first time?
I think it was
It was after the Texan game. I'm sorry. It was the Colts and the Rams.
Colts and the Rams.
I went with the
Uh,
Rams.
yeah, Rams.
All right. And finally, we're back to the Ravens and the Chiefs. Here's my thing. I'm going to go with Baltimore simply because they their manhood is going to be tested if they lose this game. I know it's early in the season, but think about this.
But
Think
the
about
same
the
thing you
ways
could
they've
say
lost
about
this game.
Kansas City. Say the same thing about Kansas City.
But you know what? If both of these teams had, obviously it won't happen because they're playing each other, but if both of these teams were to lose in week 4, I wouldn't be worried as much about Baltimore as I would Kansas City because Kansas City has a way of bouncing back and getting back on track. I think this would devastate Baltimore.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick the Chiefs, and my reasoning is the Ravens are 31 in offense and 32 in defense, and they can't stop nobody from running the ball. I could probably get 100 yards running the ball against them.
Which means Pacheco probably will.
And if Xavier Worthy is playing, they don't have an answer for him or Thornton. So I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Thornton.
I think
Thornton
the
is
Chiefs
becoming a
win.
stud.
They're right back into yeah, they're right. They're going to be right back into the thick of things, 2-2, right back, right where they were a few years ago, um, when they won their second Super Bowl in a row.
Oh, God. Why do you have to be so intellectual?
No, don't change it. Stay 10 toes down. You got the Ravens.
I don't know. I don't. All right. I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to stand by it. I'm still going with the Ravens. So this is going to be interesting next week. We got 2 or 3 different ones. So it is going to be interesting. And it's the first week that.
All right, so now I want to hear your power rankings.
All right. Number 10, the Colts. 9, Steelers. 8, and you're going to laugh because to me, they're not in the top 5. I dropped them to 8. The Packers. There's a reason for that. 7, Rams. 6, the Chiefs. Yes, I know they have a worse record than most everybody else on here, but like I said, when they get ready, when they turn it on, they can be unstoppable. Uh Chargers up next. Chargers aren't higher though because they haven't proved anything to me because they haven't beaten a quality opponent. And no, I don't count Kansas City. They got up for that as first game of the year. So what if they played Kansas City again? I don't think it would be the same result. Buccaneers, like we said, Baker has them playing at a high level. 3, Eagles. 2, Lions. 1, Bills.
Yeah, we started out good. Mine number 10. I got the Colts as well.
Okay.
Number 9. I have the Packers.
Oh, you have them lower than me. Wow. Okay.
Now, last week they were number 2 on my list. They've dropped all the way to 9.
What a difference a trapdoor game makes.
8. The 49ers.
I didn't put them on the
Uh,
list because I still think it's smoke and mirrors.
they're undefeated. They got to be on the list. Uh, let's see, 10, 9, 8. So 7 is Ravens for me.
Okay, they're in the same spot as me.
6 is the Rams.
Okay.
5 is the Lions. 4 is the Bucks. 3 is the Chargers. 2 is the Eagles. 1 is the Bills.
Okay.
You got to give Chargers their props. They're undefeated in their division. They've beaten who they're supposed to beat, who are in front of them, and they look damn good doing it.
That is true. It might look a little different next week. It might.
Oh yeah, it will look. I mean, I can't put the Chiefs on there because they only beat the Giants.
I know, but I guess I might be over analyzing a bit, but from what I saw when they, finally took the lead and decided to, put some distance into when they want to run, they can run. When they want to pass, they can pass. I need Mahomes to stop trying to target Kelsey all the time.
Against the Giants, they could do that. Let's see. Let's see if they can do it against some other teams.
And you might be right. You might be right.
Because
But again,
I'm not sure
that's one more reason why I'm still going with the Ravens too on Sunday.
they play the Ravens, and then I'm looking the schedule up real quick.
Oh, and the other reason why I went with the Ravens, they still remember that heartbreaking loss last year. What was it? Two toes out or something like that?
Yeah, but that was week 1 last year, so I don't think that's really bugging them too bad.
I think Harbaugh will use it as, bulletin
So
board
we
material though.
so we play the Ravens, and we're at the Jaguars, and then we're home against the Lions, and then home against the Raiders,
So, through the first quarter
and
of the
then home
season,
against the Commanders. Holy shit! Then at the Bills. Whew, that's a pretty
that's going
tough
to be brutal.
schedule. But we beat. Let's see, we got four. Our bye week, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, if we go 4-2, I'll give them some credit because the back half of our schedule is pretty light. Because then we got at the Broncos, home against the Colts, at the Cowboys, home against the Texans, home against the Chargers, at the Titans, home against the Broncos, and end in Las Vegas.
Man,
Ravens, Jags, Lions. Those are our next 3.
loss, win, loss. You heard it here first.
So you said we're going to go 1-2 in the next 3 games?
If they lose to the Ravens, they're not going to beat the Lions, but they'll
You
beat
don't think they're going to beat the Lions at Arrowhead?
Oh, it's at Arrowhead.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
3 of our next 4 games are at Arrowhead. I'm sorry. 4 of our next 5 games are at Arrowhead.
That is a good ass way to get back on track.
Ravens, and then we play at the Jags, and we're home against the Lions, Raiders, and Commanders before we go play at the Bills.
Potentially, these next three can be 3-0.
Maybe.
It may be. All right, gang. Let us know what you think about the NFL picks. And if you have any differences than us and you're like, man, they tripping, such and such is going to win, throw us a comment out there. We'll be glad to read it. You're not
I mean,
right,
you'll be
but we'll be glad to
right.
read it.
You'll be wrong, but I mean, we'll read it.
All right, now this is a true crime Thursday, so I want to talk to you about the murders of Blake and Mary Jo Hadley.
God rest their soul.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say this has got to be
It's
one of the
crazy,
stupid
man.
criminals in the world, but every criminal is stupid because you're committing a crime. But the reasons, basically, in a nutshell, gang, on July 16th of 2011 in Port St. Lucie, Florida, Blake Hadley, who was 54, and Mary Jo Hadley, who was 47, were murdered by Tyler Hadley, their 17-year-old son. It took him 3 years later for the conviction, and he was sentenced to life in prison. In a nutshell, here's the reason why he killed his parents. He wanted to throw a party at home. They said no. Really? I mean, when we grew up, correct me if I'm wrong, no meant no.
I mean, yes, exactly. No meant no.
I mean, we might have, started pouting and walk off and, say something under our breath. But this idiot,
Now, are you
not,
sure? Are you sure he did it because they told him no? Because I was reading that he had planned this a couple weeks prior and told a friend.
well, I think that he asked them a couple weeks prior too. So that's the reason why this was brewing. So yeah, I mean, the actual crime was not committed until day of party, but uh, it, it's
Because
absolutely mind
it
boggling.
said that he posted on Facebook, "Party at my crib tonight" slash maybe, and that was the afternoon of the murder.
Yes, and that was interesting. He had stuck them in the bedroom closet. I, it's been a couple of days since I read the article, but I believe it was a friend that found them in there. That's crazy. Um, I'm just still trying to wrap my head around this. I mean, and there's some spoiled children in the world. I am not blind to that, but you got to have some screws loose in the first place just for thinking about doing something like this.
Right?
Um, Now he pled no contest on 2 counts of first-degree murder, resulting in the conviction. And he's a minor. Remember, he was 17. He could not be sentenced to death by Florida law, which, you know, if he did this 1 year later, it'd be a different story. Um, Capital punishment for minors had been abolished nationwide in 2005. So in 2014, he was initially sentenced to 2 consecutive terms of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. So if you live in Florida, your tax money is paying for his room and board. Now, here's how I know he's crazy. While in jail awaiting sentencing, Tyler spent his time signing autographs for fellow inmates. What kind of dumb shit is that? He's happy about that.
And he killed his parents with a claw hammer,
Yeah,
and he wrote "It's hammer time" on his signatures.
yeah. And I guess I should have led with that too. Thank you. His nickname is the Hammer Boy. But if you're looking at this
Self-proclaimed. Yeah.
on YouTube, you see that's the title of this True Crime Thursday, Hammer Boy. Um, Now, in 2016, I do want to point out his sentencing was overturned by an appeal judge who stated in the lower court did not consider the correct alternative to his sentence. They cited Miller versus Alabama, which had just recently been handed down by the Supreme Court, which changed how juvenile murders were to be treated within the judicial system. And when sentencing occurred, the judicial review mechanism was not in place, and Tyler was entitled to having judicial review at some point in the future, now that the law had evolved. So in December of 2018, he was resentenced to life in prison. But this time, the judicial review mechanism, say that 10 times real fast, was properly put into place. So I don't know if that means much of anything. You go from two consecutive to one solid term, it's still life in prison. And I don't know what the term for life is in the state of Florida. I want to say, I could be wrong for this, but in Missouri, wasn't it 68 years or something like that? Because I
Oh, I
know
don't
that.
know. Life is life,
Oh, I believe most states give it.
especially when they say without the possibility of parole, you're going to die behind them bars.
If that's the way they do it, that's cool because in the way that he did this, blatant disrespect to his parents, to his upbringing. Um, I we talked about this a couple weeks ago when we talked about Charlie Kirk. No matter how bad you feel about somebody, this is not the way. This is not the answer. And
Now, he was definitely disturbed in the head there,
oh yeah,
but I
oh
want
yeah,
I want to kind of lay the foundation of what happened with him.
yes, please.
He when his parents returned home that day, he hid their phones and locked their black Labrador retriever into a closet. And then it was around 5 o'clock that evening. He took some ecstasy pills and stood behind his mother as she was working on her computer. I believe it said in the family room or the family office living room area.
Mhm.
And he attacked it with the back end of a claw hammer, just beating her upside the head, and she was screaming. And then the dad came in to find out what all the ruckus was. Now, this is where I this is where I take a right turn and go, this wasn't much of a man. I'm pretty sure whether my son was doing it or anybody stranger was hitting my wife in the head with a claw hammer, I wouldn't just stand there. I'm pretty sure I would move out of my body and
Yeah,
things would take over that I would be no longer in control of. Um, Hulk smash kind of attitude, if that
right.
makes sense. But I guess his dad just standing there yelling, "Why?" as his son was killing his mother. Why? He's just standing at the door, and he turned around and said, "Why the fuck not?" and then attacked his dad with the same hammer.
Yeah.
Now I'm trained,
Mhm.
so I could probably take a few blows to the hammer, deflecting them, and then get my hands on the perpetrator. My kid, yeah, my kid wouldn't laugh. My kid would have got his death sentence that evening. I would have been wifeless and sonless.
Let me ask you about that. Since this is hypothetical and you
Hmm.
brought it up, um, that would that would have you feeling some kind of way though, to lose
Afterwards,
her. Yeah, yeah, afterwards, to lose her and have to take the life of someone else that you love. I
yeah,
mean,
for sure.
in my mind, I agree with you. It's got to be done. And what's that phrase? It's gonna be him or it's gonna be me, and it damn sure ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, I mean that I when I say that there's a point where something would just turn off, I don't think it would be an out of body experience for me. Like I've been in situations, especially in my younger martial arts days, um, where I just reacted without thinking. Like I saw a guy get ready to beat the shit out of a woman, and I threw him up against the wall.
Hmm.
And we was at the Legends here in Kansas City. I threw him up against the wall to stop him beating this woman. And and come to find out, he wasn't beating the woman. He was protecting these women from somebody else trying to hit her. I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? But I
Safety
just
first.
right. But yeah, I didn't think. I just reacted. And I'm pretty sure I'm 99% positive. There's that 1% chance
Hmm.
that I might have froze, but I don't think I would have.
But you know what? And I know the type of person you are, so I can speak to this. Even if you freeze for half of a second, you still get it in gear. And we need more people like that because too many people stand by and do nothing. And clearly,
Yeah.
standing by and doing nothing got Mr. Hadley killed.
Yeah. Like I probably would have saved George Floyd's life if I was there instead of taking a picture.
Right? Um,
I would have
and
just
we never
probably
really know what we're going to do
I
unless
probably
we're
would have
in a
tackled that
situation.
cop without even thinking about it.
You might have spent the night in the jail, but you might have saved a life too.
I'd be a national hero, that's for sure.
Hey, free beer at every bar you go to.
You're right. I'd be invited to every cookout from here to across the
Right?
country. I mean, not that I'm not already invited, but still.
Hey, there you go. Hey, if you want to invite Big Show to the cookout before the end of summer, jump in their comments.
I just need to know who's doing the potato salad.
Not gonna go there. All right. What do you guys think about the Hammer Boy Hadley and Headley? Excuse me. And I know, like I said, you don't know what you're going to do until you're in that situation. But how do you think you would have handled the situation if you were the father? Um, or conversely, for you females out there as the mother. Uh, now, me, I'm sitting at my desk right now filming, and I have the advantage of knowing what's going on behind me because I can see the screen. I'm right here. But if I'm sitting up here typing on the computer or just doing my thing, and I just get one of those sixth senses if somebody comes up behind me, and I'm automatically gonna turn around what you want. Plus,
She,
my kid's very loud anyway, so he can't sneak up on anything.
yeah, I don't blame her. I mean, because she never seen it coming.
True, true.
And where are you the most comfortable?
At home.
Yeah. So, her radar was probably turned off. Like even if like you can see my door open right here
Mm-hmm.
to my office.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not worried about anybody walking in here. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
just, but not saying it couldn't happen.
No, I agree with you. But while we're on here, we have the advantage of seeing what's right behind us. Just by looking at the screen.
Hmm.
So, hey, I like that because if somebody tries to creep up on me, even if they're successful, it's Big Show. Save this image. Send it to the police. You got my attacker. All right. Got
Roger
more good
that.
stuff coming to you guys next week. Appreciate you. Love you all. Big Show, choice words and take us out of here.
All right, looks like I have a couple minutes here. I just have a couple of dad jokes just to kind of get us out of here, and then a free marriage tip. So, which would you want first, the marriage tip or do you want the
Get,
dad jokes?
give me that marriage tip.
Marriage tip. Don't ask your wife when dinner will be ready while she's mowing the grass.
Good
You'll
one.
have a long you have a long lasting marriage. Um, Here's a fun fact for you, my friend. Dogs can bark over 500 times a day, but that's just a rough estimate.
I like what you did there. Rough estimate. Okay.
What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a bicycle and a poorly dressed man on a tricycle?
I do not know.
Attire.
Big show with the dad jokes today.
Here's my last one. I know Kaz, he appreciates these. Here's my last one. What kind of pants does a psychic wear?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know. I give up.
Just a pair of normal pants.
I should have saw that one coming. I should have saw that one coming. Good one.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Love each other. Tell your loved ones you love them. Tomorrow's not promised. Just ask the Hadleys.
That's true. You guys
We'll
take care.
see. We'll see you next week.